Hey there, folks. If you're interested in the wonders of ancient Egypt and want to stay updated with our latest discoveries, make sure to follow the channel. Your support means a lot to us, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. It really helps us keep going. Cleopatra's tomb, a new discovery from the depths of history. New evidence suggests that we may be close to finding Cleopatra's long-lost tomb. The ancient city of Taposiris Magna, located on Egypt's northern coast, may hold the answer to one of history's greatest mysteries. These ruins might be hiding the tomb of Egypt's most famous Queen Cleopatra. Recently, archaeologists uncovered a tunnel described as an engineering marvel of its time. The underground structure stretches about 43 feet and is partially submerged in water. It's similar in design to the famous Eupolinian tunnel in Greece. What's amazing is that it was dug from both ends and met perfectly in the middle, an incredible achievement considering its location near a mountain. Experts have been excavating at Taposiris Magna since 2004 and believe this tunnel could lead directly to Cleopatra's burial site. So far, all signs point in that direction. For starters, Cleopatra herself ordered the construction of the city and its temple. Although the Queen's tomb hasn't been found yet, the team is using modern technology like ground-penetrating radar to search underground without causing damage. Since the tunnel is ancient and fragile, they're proceeding very carefully. This scanning method has been used successfully since 2011. If Cleopatra's tomb is eventually discovered, it could finally shed light on her mysterious final days. We still don't know exactly how she died. Some believe she allowed a poisonous Egyptian cobra to bite her, while others think she was a master of poisons and may have hidden one in her hairbrush, just in case. But there's no proof she actually used it. There are so many fascinating details about Cleopatra's life. For example, she had her own personal hairstylist named Iris, who was also her makeup artist. Most depictions of Cleopatra show her with thick black eyeliner, a look Iris invented. She drew a long line from Cleopatra's eyes to her temples, a makeup style still used today. Iris wasn't just a servant. She was one of Cleopatra's closest friends, and according to some theories, may have been with her when she died. Despite her glamorous image, Cleopatra may not have been as beautiful as legend says. Modern movies and illustrations often portray her with soft, symmetrical features. But ancient coins from her time show a more average-looking woman. Historians think her image may have been deliberately altered on coins to make her appear more powerful. Ancient writings focused more on her charisma and voice than her looks. Interestingly, Cleopatra wasn't even supposed to be queen. Her older sister Berenice was originally next in line, but she died unexpectedly, and Cleopatra stepped in. She took her new role seriously, traveling around Egypt to learn about her people and their needs. She was just 18 when she became queen and was already known for her intelligence and education. She loved literature, especially the works of Homer, the famous Greek poet and philosopher. Cleopatra enjoyed reading and writing, and some even say she wrote a book about medicine and cosmetics, though no copy has survived. Being a great ruler back then meant knowing many languages, and Cleopatra didn't disappoint. She reportedly spoke Greek, Egyptian, Ethiopian, and several Arabic dialects. Some think she may have even known Latin, though there's not much proof of that. While she might not have looked like a goddess, Cleopatra cared deeply about her appearance, even her diet. She enjoyed simple meals, especially fish, understandable given her location by the Mediterranean. Her favorite indulgence, stuffed pigeon, which she also served to guests. Her meals often included vegetables, bean soup, fruits, nuts, and lots of honey. A team of experts recently tried to recreate her famous perfume. Think of it as the ancient version of Chanel No. 5. Cleopatra loved luxurious scents and believed they influenced how people reacted to her. The base of her signature fragrance was myrrh, a resin from local trees, combined with ingredients like cardamom, olive oil, and cinnamon. It wasn't like modern perfumes, it was heavier and lasted much longer. At her peak, Cleopatra may have been the richest person in the world. Her kingdom stretched from modern-day Libya to Syria, the largest territory ever ruled by a woman. Today, her wealth would be estimated at around $95 billion. Some even say Cleopatra helped shape the modern calendar. She introduced Julius Caesar to the idea of leap years and adding extra days. The Egyptians had already discovered the year was slightly longer than 365 days by observing the star Sirius. Cleopatra became a pop culture icon, especially after Elizabeth Taylor played her in the 1963 movie Cleopatra. It was the most expensive film ever made at the time, originally budgeted at $2 million, but ballooning to $44 million. The production included 79 hand-built sets and over 26,000 costumes, Taylor's alone costing around $200,000. Luckily, the film became a box office success. Many people associate Cleopatra with King Tutankhamun, but they lived about 1,300 years apart and weren't related. Cleopatra had Greek Macedonian roots, while Tutankhamun was ethnically Egyptian. In 1922, a boy stumbled upon steps in the Egyptian desert. This led to one of history's most incredible discoveries, King Tut's untouched tomb, with over 5,000 artifacts, including his iconic golden mask. Now, over a century later, we may be on the brink of another historic discovery, Cleopatra's tomb. She was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom, reigning from 51 to 30 BCE. Though we have many records about her reign and personality, her final resting place and the truth about her death remain unknown. Dr. Kathleen Martinez, an archaeologist, has spent decades studying ancient texts and temples around Alexandria. She believes Cleopatra's tomb lies beneath Taposiris Magna, founded around 280 BCE and once home to tens of thousands. Dr. Martinez and her team recently uncovered a 0.8-mile-long tunnel carved into rock beneath the temple. Further excavations revealed clues suggesting Cleopatra's tomb could lie deep within. It's even possible that Mark Antony, her Roman lover, was buried with her. Ancient records say they were deeply in love and stood together against the Roman Senate, which branded them as enemies of the state. Taposiris Magna has been battered by earthquakes and floods for thousands of years, making excavations difficult, but archaeologists still believe the tomb could be intact, hiding treasures and documents from Egypt's final dynasty. Digging is slow and expensive, mud and water are big challenges, but the team believes it's worth the effort. So far, they've found pottery, dozens of coins bearing Cleopatra's and Alexander the Great's faces, and even a bust that may show Cleopatra herself. Cleopatra remains one of the most famous figures in Egyptian history, alongside Ramses III and King Tut. She inspired countless films, paintings and books. What made her so legendary? Yes, she was dramatic and stylish, but she was also a brilliant leader. Ancient Arabic texts say she was skilled in chemistry, mathematics and philosophy, and possibly authored scientific works. She was multilingual and a master diplomat. While legends portray her as a seductive temptress, there's no solid evidence that her beauty alone controlled powerful men. Hollywood certainly shaped her image, casting glamorous actresses to play her. In her own time, Octavian, Julius Caesar's adopted son and political rival, painted her as a manipulative foreign seductress. Though Cleopatra was born in Egypt, she wasn't ethnically Egyptian. Her family descended from one of Alexander the Great's generals. Still, Egyptians loved her. She spoke their language, respected their customs, and truly understood their culture. She boosted Egypt's economy and strengthened its global influence. Cleopatra loved spectacle, but behind all the glamour was a sharp, strategic mind. For instance, when she was in a power struggle with her brother Ptolemy XIII, she knew she couldn't win alone. So she devised a plan to win over Julius Caesar. When Caesar arrived in Alexandria, Cleopatra wanted to meet him, but her brother was watching. So instead of making a grand entrance, she wrapped herself in a rug, or possibly a linen sack, and had Caesar's servants carry it into his private quarters. When she dramatically unrolled herself in front of him, Caesar was stunned by her boldness and beauty. They became close allies and lovers. Later, she used similar tactics with Mark Antony. She sailed to meet him on a golden ship with purple sails and silver trim, dressed like the goddess Aphrodite. Her servants, dressed as cupids, waved incense and fanned her. Antony, who fancied himself a living god like Dionysus, was instantly smitten. They married, strengthened Egypt's alliance with Rome, and had 3 children. But their relationship caused a scandal in Rome. Octavian launched a smear campaign calling Cleopatra a manipulative foreign queen and accusing Antony of being under her spell. In 33 BCE, tensions boiled over, and Antony's fleet clashed with Octavian's in a major sea battle. Octavian won. Antony and Cleopatra fled back to Egypt, where their dramatic story reached its tragic end. Finally, I want to thank you all for listening and encourage you to follow the channel and watch future videos.